guys, welcome to my channel Learning Point 0.9. So guys, it's a novel time, so enjoy the story with your coffee. And the novel name is I'm Always Here With You by Heyyy. And also my new video is Love Letter from Your Current Partner is coming soon on my another channel, that is RD Spiritual 1111. So guys, do like, share and subscribe it, and link will be given in description. So guys, now let's get started. We live once and in our one life. We breathe a million times. I want you all to smile more than our breaths. I'm always here with you. Today I cannot smile at you, but will smile remembering all the laughs we shared. Love you, Papa. Marriages are made in heaven. This is what we keep hearing. Marriage isn't just a ring worn on a finger or a signed piece of paper. It is not something enjoyed, but something sweetly savored. It is the union of two hearts beating as one, each that would sacrifice for the other's happiness and well-being. It's a union of two souls which will smile and cry together. It's union of two bodies which will live for each other forever in love and care. I was standing with Asima, my wife, in our bedroom. She was all set to leave for the banquet hall, holding a bouquet of red roses in her hand. She was dressed in a red lehenga with golden work and a dupatta over her head. She was looking as beautiful as ever. Her hands adorned with red and gold bangles were creating a magical effect on her soft white hands. I loved her lips and complimented her today when they are glowing with wine-colored lipstick. I could not take my eyes away from them. Ashima sat in front of the dressing mirror. Standing behind her, I looked at her with a smile on my face. Her deep thinking eyes were looking gorgeous, with perfectly lined eyeliner, with the fine makeup and hairdo. She looked ravishing. The sounds of guests laughing and chatting outside our room was not distracting me that day. I was lost in her beauty, which I would miss forever in a few hours. But I'm happy today. Karthik, I'm sorry for leaving you today. You know that I will miss you forever. I know you are hoping that I would stay, but it's just impossible. We started our love story when we were children, and today I need to move on. And that too for your love. You were always with me when I needed you. And today, when I am taking a new path in my life, I will not say that I'll miss you. Because we only miss someone whom we forget. You are a part of my soul, my breath, and my life. And I will always love you until my last breath. I could feel her pain. I could see tears rolling down her cheeks. But that day, I could not stop her from crying because I was happy. It was her wedding day. She kept looking at the mirror while I stood behind her watching her. I wanted to shout, but no one wanted to hear my voice. I wanted to come back, but it was too late. I wanted to hug her again, but she was no longer mine because it was her wedding day, my wife's wedding. She stood holding her lehenga and turned towards me. She looked beautiful as never before. I wanted to hold her and never let her go, but instead I took 2 steps back and went to the balcony to let my soul cry. 3 years ago, it was 6 in the morning, and I was still sleeping, lost in my dreams, when the alarm clock started ringing. Without opening my eyes, I moved my hand to turn it off and pulled the blanket to cover my face. Winters in Delhi are chilly, and waking up early has always been tough for me. I tried to move my left hand to the side and hug Ashima, but she was not there. I could hear her in the washroom. Laziness kept me buried in bed, and as I moved my hand back, I felt something cold. The mattress on my side was wet. I immediately woke up and stood up to call out to her, Ashima, Ashima, what's this? Why is the bed wet? Within no time, Ashima opened the door of the washroom with her charming smile. What happened, Janu? It's just a glass of water that slipped from my hand, she replied, smiling and fresh. I placed my hand on my face and buried myself in bed again. She usually looked stunning in the morning, but that day she looked different. She had tied up her hair and had oiled it. She seemed quite busy. The warm lights in our green bedroom always made her seem out of the world. She walked over to my side of the bed with her dazzling smile and ran her soft hands over my forehead. Softly, she then turned to move away, but I looked told hold of her hand, pulling her towards me. I always loved her in that red t-shirt. Stop, Karthik, I need to do something urgently. Get up and ready for office. Disheartened, I let her go towards the kitchen. I did call out to her, I love you, Angel. Yes, I used to call her Angel since we were in class 10th. I love you too, Teddy. She replied from the kitchen, her nickname for me since our school days. But let me be clear, I'm not at all like a teddy bear. I'm 6 feet in height with a perfect physique and I'm clean shaven. I was always crazy about her smile. I had first met her at our school in Dehradun when we were in our 10th class. It was my first day at school, and when I saw her smiling, she won over my heart. It was love at sight for me, but not for her. She looked 7 long years to say yes, okay? I removed the blanket and tried to step down from the bed, but the floor was a total mess. A bottle of moisturizer, a bottle of cream, a comb, and my shaving cream. Everything was on the floor. If I was confused about how all that stuff came to be there. I have known Ashima for all the last 9 years, and she is a neat person. How were the things lying on the floor? Was she angry with me? But she never did this, even when she was mad at me. First, I thought I would ask, but then changed my mind and picked up all the stuff and put it back. In no time, it was back in bedroom, dressing up the office. I could hear singing in a low voice. अभी न जाओ छोड़कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं. I smiled as I listened to her and went towards her with slow steps. She was facing the kitchen platform. I held her from the back with my hands on her waist. I loved her in the pajamas and top she wore to bed at night. She smiled and stopped singing. I kissed her softly on her left cheek. She smiled and replied, "What happened, Teddy? You don't want to go to office today? You said, अभी न जाओ छोड़ कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं." So I thought, let me help you with it. I replied, being naughty. Don't try to act over smart. She replied, turning towards me with a spoon in her hand. I was 6 feet tall and she was 5 feet and an inch. So when they stood close to me, she usually got buried in my chest. I kissed her on her head. Your breakfast is on the dining table. Go and have it fast. If you get late, you will get stuck in a jam. Ashima replied, pushing me out of the kitchen. I took a seat at the table. She put a bowl of something in front of me. What is this, Ashima? It tastes like milk. I asked her as it was something different. It was sweet and smelled good. I took another spoon of it when Ashima came out of the kitchen and stood at the door, smiling at me. What? Why are you smiling? Tell me, what is this? She kept smiling, sat down next to me, and then asked, who can get your bed? Who will make your room messy? Who will eat this milky dish? Who? Okay guys, so in next video, we will find out the mystery behind you. Who? So, stay tuned, blessed, and bye-bye.